Good day to you all, and welcome to a new episode of the Check-In, the section of the Framework podcast where we check in with one of the frameworkers and see how they're doing in these weird times. And today we have Kim Gardner with us. Hello, Kim. How are you?
Hey, Nico. Good. How are you?
Good. I love that I can see a piece of Josh digraph on the wall. Like it's like framework inception going on.
Yes. Sorry if I seem a little distracted. River just ran off to wee on a tree.
Yeah, well, like you gave him chocolate. Like that is a lot of sugar and a lot of energy for a kid. So like I can understand that he's going to be jumping around. And we have seen him doing like obstacle courses on Easter Day.
His like parkour obstacle course type
That was
thing.
amazing. That was the best thing that happened. Like since we all got stuck inside, I kind of like showed it to my housemates, Ben and Nick. And I told them like, we have to do something similar. We have to do like a ninja warrior course in our house or something like that.
I feel like it's up for, there's a risk of more injury when adults will be doing it though.
Yeah, especially the three of us. Absolutely. Like that's part of the fun. Okay. So like when you watch a video of Riva doing a parkour obstacle course, you are kind of like rooting for him to like finish and do all of the tasks and get to the end in this like shortest amount of time. With the three of us, it would be like you're rooting for us to hurt ourselves. Like you want that type of entertainment. It's a totally different ballpark.
I would like to see you guys do the grab your dummy and spit the dummy. And
the milkshake
kiss
station.
your toys.
And kiss your toys. Yeah, exactly. It would be like kiss your roommate kind of thing. Like we have to like time it and get to the same spot. So like, let us check in on you. How has life treated you since this whole weird situation started happening?
It's super weird. It's
super
really weird.
Like,
yeah. Well, it's a little bit normal because I'm a little bit of a homebody.
Yeah.
But then obviously work has just gone quiet. But then you're still trying to be super busy to actually try and get work.
Yeah.
So there's this weird sort of thing happening. You don't really know what's going to happen.
So like you said something that I find really interesting. So like the way we are busy is shifting because from being busy doing active things, so like working on a project or like, I don't know, planning for future things and stuff like that, the busyness shifts into like trying to figure out like where work is going to come from. Hey, Riva, we have a little guest for our episode today.
He's playing a game.
How is it being with Riva the whole time?
It's good, but it's been like we spend a chunk of the morning just trying to tire him out. Yeah. So the obstacle courses or like going to a park and just making him run laps.
Yeah, for sure.
So he can sort of chill out. For the afternoon, you can try and do something.
Yeah, like I kind of feel like it would work with adults as well. Like whenever like in our house we like work out or like do certain things, it's mainly not to stay fit, which only Ben is, but like to tire ourselves out. Like the less energy we have, the less we can like focus on stressing.
Yes, you're doing a little crazy twitch going on in your face. Like,
do I?
Let's gotta get out and start climbing the walls.
Yeah, pretty much. But like, yeah, do you think that something good will come out of this?
Yes, I think everyone's sort of. It's interesting the focus. It's changing everybody's focus. So businesses will have a different way of doing things afterwards. I think they'll be trying to be more connected, like because it's forcing everybody to try to be connected with their audiences and with their clients and colleagues and everything like that. I think it's sort of that should hopefully be a sort of that should rub off hopefully for the future.
Yeah, I think the same, and especially like there is no more excuses not to be in touch.
Yes.
Out of this, everyone will have like somewhat learned the tools. to stay in touch, to like, I don't know, do things over Zoom or over Skype and FaceTime. And so like there is going to be less and less excuses to go like, well, I don't have time to like deal with this client or deal with this relationship. Like, yes, you can. There are tools and there is time and you can do it. So I think like that would be a positive change that is going to happen.
It's also potentially a way people can, like if you're a bit shy, like myself, it's maybe a little less scary to connect with people this way, because you're not having to do it in a big crowd in a sense. Or even if you're like at a big Zoom call, you're not in that huge crowd. It's yeah.
That's so interesting. I needed some time to adjust to this, because with remote calling and video chatting and all of this, I kind of run into the problem of getting bored way quicker than I would in person. So like there is this, for me at least personally, there is this massive lack of energy, massive lack of, I can't really focus on people's little tweaks and things and details as much as I would. I don't feel,
can't pick up on body language.
Yeah, exactly. So I found myself like having long I found myself having really long Zoom chats where I was just kind of like drifting off in my own thoughts, which would never happen in person, because in person is the only moment I can focus in and like just pay attention.
I feel like it kind of evens up the odds a little bit for people that like myself that aren't so great socially, because that like I might not pick up on the body language and those cues. So now I'm a little bit more even playing field now.
Yeah, absolutely. That's great. I love that. So, well, I'm sure that there is a lot of changes that happen in your daily life. Some of them like more like intense, and some others like a little less noticeable. As you said at the beginning, you're kind of a homebody, and so like you're used to like enjoy the time at home, or at least like find a way to make it work for you. But are there any new changes that you like needed to implement that you kind of hope you can keep on having after this?
Well, it's actually been really nice having River at home for longer.
Nice.
Because you can sort of see a little bit, like a little bit more of the, like his language skills and all that sort of stuff. You can see the development, whereas I might miss out on a little bit of that because he's doing it at daycare. And by the time I see him, he's tired. So it's a bit different. And my cardboard craft skills are getting really good.
What are you making out of cardboard?
Do you want to come with me?
Yes, please. Yes, that is the best.
Well, it's not dressed up at the next. It's not quite as cool.
What?
Can you see this?
Yes, that is so cool.
So we've got some things, like I've got a slide down the stairs and stuff too that he puts his cars down, but then it's got little ramps and roads and lots of Play-Doh. Play-Doh.
That is the best. I love that. I was telling Rob the other day during the check-in that I tried my I tried my luck, and I said like, oh, I'm going to make a mount for the camera made out of wood. I'm going to like just work it out, like and nail it and like use the drill and create this like little thing that goes on top of my computer so the camera can stay there. It took me half a day at least, and it came out at like a disaster of a thing. It like I made all sorts of mistakes, and when I finished, I was like, yes, this is it. I put it on, and it started like getting all crooked, and it started not working, and I'm like, there is a reason why I never did this. I now remember why. I am terrible at this thing.
You'll get better though. This is the thing. We all get better. It's fun.
Well, true. It's trial and error until you develop the experience.
Yeah, I would like to. I was starting to get sort of wanting to get more tactile again with things. And I think that's like having to do a bit more with River and the craft is being really good, and sort of also seeing Tamsin's video that she did for the city of Dandenong. That was really cool, and sort of making me want to do a bit of that and get River involved and do his own too.
That is so cool. Yeah, well, and there are so many activities that you wouldn't normally think of that you can do with a kid, that now that we have the time and the space and kind of like the limitations, we can kind of get creative with it. So I was thinking, like, one of the things that I ask everyone during the check-in is mostly how they're keeping creative. How do they keep that creative energy going? Because we're all creatives in different industries, but like, if you sum it down, we're all just having ideas, I don't know, understanding the world, re-elaborating it and transforming it into something else. With you would be with design, but also this kind of things would really work.
Yeah. Yeah, it's fun. I would love to work out how to like apply this to money.
Yeah. And that's like the small business mentality that we all have. It's just like,
yeah.
I'm good at doing this. I should get paid for it immediately.
Yeah, I probably need to get a bit better at it than just using like tape. But yeah.
It's just like tape that is the same color as cardboard and you'll be fine.
Yeah, no one will know.
Well, like, I don't know, it's really nice to see you like and doing this with you, especially because even though it might sometime not feel like that, I really miss you. I really miss having you around. You have this like beautifully clean energy that you bring to the space every time. And like, I think that everyone in Framework has a little bit, or gives a little bit of a contribution, and yours is very clear. So like, even just seeing you through Zoom, I kind of feel like more relaxed already. Like you have an effect of everything will be fine on me, which is much needed.
Because everything will be fine.
It's true. In one way or another, everything will be fine. Not necessarily the same as before, but definitely fine.
No, it could potentially even be better.
Yeah.
We don't know.
I hope so. Definitely.
Yes, me too. I am missing Framework. That is, yeah.
Yeah, like it doesn't surprise me, but like everyone has been saying pretty much the same thing. It's just like, oh, we miss Framework, we miss people around. It's I was speaking with Ethan recently, and we talked about the fact that we both, I don't know, learned how to work in a situation where we're surrounded by people, and that's a big thing that is missing at the moment. For as much as like you have Nick and River at home, or I have my housemates and stuff, it's not quite the same as having a space dedicated to work where you have all of this input, or even just noise, or even just life around you. And the community we created in Framework is very much like that.
Yeah, that's why we chose to set it up, because we wanted to have, like, I love that buzz of just people doing their own thing, just going constantly around you. Like, I don't necessarily, you don't have to always be part of it, but just to be around it is really nice and really inspiring.
Yeah. Work-wise, you said like everything is quiet, and like it's now the shift went into like finding work. I wish every check-in was like this. I love the little like sound cues that happen. Do you think you will take some of this time to work on a more like personal project or like personal branding? Would that be something you're interested in doing?
It's on my to-do. I'm still trying to work out. It's definitely on my to-do. Still trying to work out how to have a child at home the whole time, and like find pockets of actually getting your head around something.
Yeah.
Like that, finding that headspace without having to do it like in the middle of the night.
Yeah, for sure.
Because I'm a bit of a zombie by the middle of the night.
Yeah, and also like you kind of need that energy for the next day. It's still gonna happen.
Yeah, well, my day's still going to start. Like, I'm not sure when it's going to start. Whenever he starts it. So yeah.
Is River an early riser or a late sleeper like me?
No, he's an early-ish riser. Early-ish.
Yeah.
Like 6, 7.
Oh, that's
the occasional 5.
Reasonable. The occasional 5. That's the the one you.
That's what you have to be ready for, the occasional 5, because if you go to bed like super late.
True, absolutely. Is River still there?
Yes, he is. He can't hear you. Do you want me to take my headphones off so he can hear you?
Did you? Yes.
Hang on.
River.
Just 1 sec.
Hello, River. Hi.
Say hi.
Can you say hi to everyone at Framework?
Look at I doing.
What are you doing?
Do you want to say hi to everyone?
Yeah.
Say hi.
Hi.
Hi. I'm sure everyone will be very happy to see you, Riva, because we've seen you since you were like a little baby, a tiny baby. And we miss you. Awesome. So last thing I wanted to ask you, Kim, and this is like something that I should have started way earlier in the episode, is on a scale from the world is my oyster to climbing the walls, where are you with like your mental health in this situation?
Oh, I'm 2/3 of the good one, or 3/4
2/3 of the good one. That's
Yeah.
great.
So I'm doing all right. This week's been good.
Yeah.
Maybe a couple of weeks ago, not so good, but yeah.
Yeah, I think like I think this is week 4 pretty much of Australia isolating. And I am starting to see that, for example, even with myself and with my housemates, we're all adjusting. It took some time. We're still like very far away from being okay with it. But at the same time, like there is an adjustment that has been going on. So you start like understanding how to manage your day, how to manage your energy, your anxiety, your things. And like it's been a bit of a common theme with everyone. It feels like this 4th week is the one where everyone goes like, it's been a little better. Yes, we can do it.
Yeah, I think we had River home for this is our 5th week.
Yeah.
So yeah, and yeah, starting to definitely get the hang of it now.
Well, I'm sure
I think we'll master it hopefully by the time, like just before we all have to go
like
back.
the day before they open everything again. Guys, it was a joke. Now you can all go back to normal. No,
Yeah.
I adjusted and evolved into adapting to this. Well, I'm sure River brings a lot of like really positive energy, and like I don't know, having someone that is so detached from this whole story, I think would be like a beautiful thing to have around during your day. Because one of the things that a lot of people are struggling with, including myself, is getting away from the train of thought that is surrounding this whole issue. So like reading news about it, like in imagining things about it, and having phone conversations with people that say like, how are you dealing with it? How do you think it's going to go? So it's always there. It's always in the back of your mind. It's always in the front of your mind. And River doesn't have any of that. He's just like,
Not
life's
yet.
beautiful. Yeah. Well,
He's an amazing distraction.
Yeah.
He does miss his daycare though, and his friends.
Yeah. Would be
They
tough.
send each other videos sometimes and tell each other they're their best friends.
That is the cutest thing ever. Wow.
Sent some Easter cards. Dropped them off to each other.
Kids are the
Very
best.
cute.
They're the best people. They're the best people. Well, thank you so much for being with us and for doing this episode of the check-in.
Thank you.
I didn't know how to say episode anymore right there, but I can't edit this, so I will have to go on. And I will talk to you soon, and I'll see you at Framework Drinks every Friday.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
You.
Bye.
See you.
Bye, River.
Bye.
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 Bye.